Hey everyone, so you're building or upgrading a computer and you've got a big decision to make. Do you spend extra to future-proof everything, or do you actually just buy what you need right now, basically take the pragmatic approach? That's what I wanted to discuss in this quick video because there's pros and cons to both. So firstly, a benefit of future-proofing is that you get access to more recent hardware and things like that. For example, obviously if you buy like an AM5 motherboard, then you get access to all the latest AM5 CPUs, and that can be a good thing because then you get access to things like USB 4 support, which is super fast compared to USB 2 and USB 3.0. Equally, having a modern motherboard with a Gen 5 PCI Express slot is quite nice because if you've got a modern NVIDIA or AMD graphics card, it is actually quite nice to have that Gen 5 support. But I should point out that actually you only get like a 2 or 3% performance boost over putting your RTX 5070 Ti in an older Gen 4 motherboard. But in general, having access to slightly more modern hardware by future-proofing is quite nice, especially when it comes to like DDR5. Like having RAM sticks that can run at like 8000 megahertz is brilliant, especially when you look at the speeds that DDR4 RAM tends to run at. But I don't think all of that is, completely necessary. Like if you currently have an AM4 system and you're wondering, should I spend loads on future-proofing myself with an AM5 build, or should I just upgrade one or two of my components and stay on AM4 and save some money? Yeah, I think actually that can be a good option too, because firstly, newer GPUs, which are Gen 5, they still run fine on Gen 4 and even Gen 3 in some cases. Like again, I've tested this, and there's not that much of a performance difference between Gen 5 X16 and Gen 3 X16, so actually, you don't necessarily need that future-proofing. Equally, let's say you buy like a 5800X3D on the AM4 platform. Yes, something like the 9800X3D on AM5 will run faster. This often not that much of a significant difference. It's actually surprising how little gain you actually get. I think sometimes it's not actually worth financially paying that extra amount. Unless you want to, there's nothing wrong with actually splashing the cash and enjoying yourself, of course. But if you're on a budget, then actually I don't think you need to always worry about future-proofing. Which brings me to my final point, which is that there will always be a next big thing. That's marketing and capitalism, and I'm not hating on that. This isn't a political video, but just the whole point of that is that, you get the RTX 50 series launch, and you get the NVIDIA boss saying that the RTX 5070 runs at 4090 speeds, and everyone knew that was going to be BS, but actually people were still wondering, could that kind of be true? And then when the RTX 5070 came out, we knew, no, that's not true. But there will always be the next big thing to worry about, whether it's AM5 or the 9070 XT or Intel's latest CPUs. The reality is you can have a very good gaming experience on, AM4 with a Gen 4 GPU. That's absolutely fine. But obviously if you need a specific feature, like if you need USB 4 and Thunderbolt and all of that sort of support, then yeah, that's a reason to spend more on future-proofing. But really then, that's not future-proofing, that's just buying something you need. And that is totally fine. So in my mind, I don't tend to buy to future-proof because things become obsolete very quickly in tech. So that's my own point of view on things, but I'd love to hear from you, so drop me a comment with your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button, and please subscribe to see more short videos like this. Thanks for watching.